What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 86 of the Average AF Podcast. I'm your host, Adam McElroy, here as always with, I was going to call you something really mean, and I'm not going to do it.
Thank you.
Mr. Ryan Baker. And we do have a very special guest today, Mr. Anthony Davis.
Welcome.
What up?
Welcome to the show. Long time coming. We've been talking about this for probably a month or two now.
Yeah.
So something like that.
A month or two. Because you're like, yeah, whenever you want to come on the show. I was like, let me finish this challenge so I have something interesting to talk about.
Well, right. and we'll get into that, but you're definitely looking fucking swole. I'll say that. Shout out to Perry's Powerhouse, the sponsor of the show.
Holla.
But yeah, it's awesome to have you on, man. How you been?
I have been pretty fantastic, especially here lately. A lot of changes, a lot of growth going on.
Right.
Like really fast. It's like
Yeah,
I
it's
woke
very
up.
quick.
Yeah. I woke up and I was like, let's do this.
Right.
And like Mariah's like, what the fuck is going on around here? He's doing shit around the house.
Right. I see you like
Getting his
fixing
life
the windows and the bathroom. I don't know how long ago that was, but
Yeah.
that was a while ago. But yeah, it's cool, man. I think the last time we hung out was that the trip.
It might have been the trip.
I think that's the last time we actually hung out.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this because I hear there's a story.
It's
Well,
fantastic
yeah.
and horrible. It'll make you happy. It'll make you cry.
So yeah, a lot of tears, a lot of back pain.
So much bad. Cold nights.
Yeah, so I guess we could start there. I think, was it last week that I brought this up, or the week? Maybe it was. I think it was last week. But I brought up the trip that we went on to. Was that West Virginia?
No, it was Virginia. Shenandoah, Virginia.
Shenandoah National Park. We had this awesome plan to go camping. We didn't really realize that the place is closed right at 6 o'clock, which just happens to be right when we're getting there.
Yeah, it was. It was bad.
So obviously there's a lot of stuff that happened in that trip.
Right.
But as far as the camping, I talked about it last week, but what is your perspective on how this went down?
Dude, that went down so shitty. like when Jerry, like, it was the first time I met Jerry, and he like, when you first meet him, you're just like, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Which he does.
He
I
does.
will say he does.
right.
But
he had the backpack. He like had the like egg thing where you keep the eggs fresh and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna follow this guy anywhere in these woods.
dude, actually, he trained for this.
Oh, did he?
He went hiking for like a month or so with this book bag on, because it's like a 50-pound book bag full of stuff.
Huh.
And he's like, because we're gonna go deep in the woods. You know, and it just did not work.
No.
It just did not work out as
There was
planned.
no training for that.
Yeah. And so like we're going through. First of all, like when we got there, it was late.
Yes.
And we were like, oh yeah, we need to go get our permit because you need a permit to get there. And they were like,
Yeah.
yo, dog, no, we're closed. And we're like, oh, okay, I guess we'll go somewhere else, shift
But
the
we
eyes.
just drove
Yeah,
9 hours or something to get here.
Yeah.
And drove up this mountain.
So we get into the car and like Adam's like, fuck that, we're just gonna go camp somewhere. So we go in, we're like, all right, let's walk around. Let's
do it.
Let's find out a way out.
Right.
So Jerry's like taking the lead, we're going there. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And we found like what seemed to be a perfect spot.
Yeah.
And Jerry was like, yeah, we'll set up here. It's like perfect for my hammock. I'll just sleep out here. I was like, well, aren't there bears here? He's like, I don't care. I was like, you're a man. And so like Adam and I shared a tent, but like we didn't realize until it was just time to go to bed that we like laid down. It was nothing but rocks under us.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Nobody like thought about checking the ground as we were
Before you
setting
put
up
the
the
tent.
tent. Yeah.
Jeez.
It was like, it was horrible because when we set up the tent, like we didn't like hit any hard parts where like you couldn't set the.
So all the
They-
bulls like went in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
dirt.
they went in just fine. And so we're like, okay, so we laid down and I'm like, dude, Dude, I broke my back in high school. I'm pretty sure this is not okay.
Right.
So,
Oh man,
I barely slept that night. And like when I finally fell asleep, I woke up and I was like freezing.
Right.
Adam had taken the whole blanket, had rolled over.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, and at that point, I was only 130-some pounds. I was like, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to sit here and just be miserable.
Did we only have one blanket?
Yeah, we had one blanket.
Okay, well, whose fault was that? Who brought the blanket?
I don't remember.
Me.
Okay.
Because what did you bring?
I brought a backpack.
You didn't even bring a book bag. You bought a book bag on the way there.
I did. Okay,
But
yeah.
with nothing in it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we should backtrack.
Yeah, let's backtrack because like I was very ill prepared for this. And here's the thing, like Adam and I had talked about this trip for a while because like we were at Star Tech and he was like sitting there and he's like, Anthony, come here. I was like, all right. And he's like, you know what I want to do? You know what would be super sweet? I was like, oh, sure. He goes, I want to go camping. And I
Like
was
in the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I'm down. And he's like,
fair.
cool. I was like, but I am horrible at planning. You figure out everything. And he goes, that's fair.
And then I recruit Jerry. And then I recruit Jerry.
Nice.
And then he's like, oh, yeah, we're ready. And I was like, I'm not, but here we go anyways.
Well, yeah, like we had this whole plan, like, you know, hey, meet at my house at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You remember that? Because we had to drive this whole way, and we knew it was going to be a far drive, and we had to get stuff set up and things like that. And I don't even think we left my house until 7, so we were already late. And Anthony shows up, and you showed up and, like, got in the car. And I was like, where's your stuff? And you're like, I brought, like, clothes.
Yeah.
I think you brought, like, what, like a pair of pants and a pair of shorts and, like, a hoodie.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be great. Because
Like
it was the summer. I didn't think it was going to get cold. Like, I was like, I just need minimal stuff. And I was like, we'll buy a backpack because I'm sure we'll stop somewhere. So I bought a backpack to put my shit in.
We stopped at the dollar store. And you bought like a kid's book bag.
Yeah, it was a kid's book bag.
It had to be a kid's book bag.
It's a tiny one.
It was like this big.
I
There you
barely got
go.
my clothes in there. I was like, cool.
That's all I needed.
That's all I needed.
Dude, oh my God. And like, I don't think you brought your ID.
I didn't bring my ID at all. Why do you need your ID to go camping?
Yeah, but.
And we did have plans other than camping. Like, we were going to go and hit a hotel at the beach. We actually didn't end up hitting the beach because like it was like supposed to be like stupid cold for some reason.
Well, yeah, like we planned this out, and you know how Star Tech's schedule is. It's just every day, like whatever, like you can work whatever basically. Like we all had different shifts, so to time this out, we had to call off a certain amount, like this weekend and stuff. And we were like searching it, and we're like, okay, it's gonna be nice, like this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's
We'll
go
do it this time.
and then we're gonna go camping, and then we're gonna go to the beach and go to the ocean and stuff like that. And it just like zero of that happened.
Yeah,
None of it.
Basically,
but we did
done.
go. We saw DC though. That was pretty.
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah, we went to
that was
DC.
cool.
All right.
But yeah, dude, this trip was just not good.
That's awesome.
I described the hotel in DC like kind of like a prostitute hotel feel.
Yeah.
All right.
We still went swimming though. That
Did
was
we
nice.
go swimming?
Yeah, we went swimming at the hotel pool.
Oh, the last day.
Yeah, the last day.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that whole last day.
Yeah.
Cause, dude, so we went to DC and we were like, cause we can't go to the beach, the weather's just shitty, and so we're like, let's go see like monuments and shit like that, and we obviously don't know the area, so we're like driving there. I'm looking up hotels and stuff, and it's like it says something like 4 blocks away from the Capitol building, like whatever it was. And we're like, okay. And then we follow the directions, and we just keep getting farther and farther out of DC. And we're like, what in the world?
Like
What is going on?
Yeah, it was like in the middle. It was like the state highway was like right there, and like in the middle of it was the fucking hotel. We're
Dude,
like,
we were like in the suburbs of
Yeah.
DC. And when we're like, what in the world? So like we couldn't even
going
go
on?
anywhere. We walked around, and like I think we got Shake Shack. Is that what it was?
Well, it was like a burger joint, and it was like
I don't
really
even
good.
know.
Like they had like avocado burgers and stuff.
Right.
And, like we walked around, and like there was like this tour that we all went, and like Adam and Jerry.
Oh,
were, like,
that museum thing. Yeah.
Like Adam and Jerry were like so enthralled and like so interested, and me and my ADHD ass was like, "This is boring as fuck."
I cannot do
Dude,
this.
yeah, and because
Get me outta
there
here.
was nothing to do around this hotel, and like, we couldn't go to like the monuments and stuff because like one, it was raining out like pretty hard.
Yeah.
It rained the whole weekend, and then like we walked around DC at night for like an hour or two, and we were like, hey, let's go get some drinks and stuff, and we couldn't even go get drinks.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you try to say like you had a picture of your ID or something like that on your phone?
I did. So I was like, I have a picture of my ID, which, by the way, that has worked since then. So
That's what Justin was saying.
Yeah.
He's like, it works now.
yeah, so I was like, fuck them.
They were just behind time.
We couldn't get drinks. And I like felt bad. I had ran out of money like the day before. I was like, yo,
Oh yeah.
my bad, brother.
Because how much did you bring?
I brought like $200 and it was just like went.
Well, we
Gone.
thought like to his defense, thought it'd be enough because we were gonna go camping.
Yeah.
I think we were planning on camping for 2 nights.
Yeah, we were planning, and then,
And
we
then-
were like, Adam and I, like Jerry was like, yeah, let's camp again, and like Adam and I were like, fuck you.
No,
No,
not
not happening.
But then we were planning on one night at the hotel, and he would throw in for a third or whatever it
Yeah.
is, and then he'd have some money for food
Yeah.
and whatever, and we'd be good. But it just,
None of that happened.
none of that worked.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was bad, but now I have money. We should try it again.
Yeah, we should definitely try again and probably document it
Document
in
it.
case.
That
Yeah,
shit would be funny.
but yeah, dude.
And make sure you pay attention to what you're putting your tent on.
Yeah, for sure.
That was definitely a rookie move for
That
sure.
That was definitely a rookie
like,
move.
Obviously, we had no idea what we were doing.
No.
And it's kind of funny because it sounds like you just literally put it around like a pit.
Yeah,
Fucking rocks.
exactly.
Yeah, it looked
Like
fine.
the only pit on the fucking side of wherever you parked at.
And then we
and
woke
you put
up.
your tent right on it.
Which goes back to when you guys were talking about like if you would survive in the wilderness by yourself. I'm like, I think Adam said he could, and I was like, no.
And not
I
after
mean-
that shit.
After that shit, I was like,
I wouldn't want to, but man.
Oh,
And then
shoot.
walking out of the forest, we definitely got lost.
oh yeah, we were.
And we had to get up early because we weren't supposed to
Yeah,
be there.
yeah,
so,
we didn't want to get caught.
yeah. So yeah, we had to get up at like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah, it was
and it was
dumb,
still raining, and we had to find our way back to the trail, which we did eventually.
And then when Adam and I woke up, there's Jerry just looking like a man by the campfire. He has like his leg hiked up. He's just cooking breakfast.
Right.
I'm like, dope.
That's a man for you.
Like, good for you.
I just realized you said before we recorded you wanted to rant about something.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
still want to rant?
Yeah, dude, drivers piss me off.
Okay.
here we
okay. All right.
Like, I can't
I'm
stand
here
it,
for
dude.
it.
First and foremost, I feel there should be a freaking retake of the damn driving test.
Agreed.
Yes.
Like, point blank, period. This should never be a one and done.
I agree.
No.
Every decade.
Yeah. every
Once a
fucking-
decade.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then after a certain decade, you go to every fucking year.
I think it should be every every
as soon as you
decade.
hit like 70 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you hit retirement, it should be every 2 years. But
Absolutely.
I think every decade you should have to retake your test free of charge, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because these people piss me off.
Okay, what
First and
happened?
foremost, when you have multiple signs saying that your freaking lane is about to end, merge your ass over to the left.
Yep.
Do not get pissed off at me when I do not let you merge over to the left.
Right, that's on you, Playboy.
Yeah. And then you decide to almost hit my ass, so I have to let you go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you decide to be a dick. You brake check me.
Oh God.
And then you decide to go fucking 30 and a 50. Boy, I was pissed. I said, really? All because you're a dumbass?
Right.
I said, and you almost hit me. Now you really want to piss me off?
Yeah.
I said, boy, I'll knock you the fuck out. I was pissed.
Dude.
And I couldn't pass him, dude, because traffic was a bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, that sucks.
That's always the worst because you felt like you lost because you couldn't get
there's
back.
nothing you can do.
There's nothing.
Absolutely. It was like a lose-lose for me. I was so pissed off because that's happened to me before, and I win all the time. Almost all the time.
Yeah.
You got punked, and it
Oh,
sucks.
yeah. Because I was like, I'm not letting you hit me. And I was like, but I'm not getting hit fucking head on.
Well, right. Dude, I've noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, in the last, like, year or two, like, on a 2-lane road, everybody is crossing that yellow line.
All the time.
Like, so much. And I'm like, how are you not dead?
It's like, almost everywhere. I've seen a lot more people swerving, and it's throughout the fucking day, too. Like, it's insane.
All the time.
It's a lot. I think texting and driving.
Yeah.
I think that is the biggest thing right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Parents stay drinking because they don't have to go to work.
Hey, I don't blame you for that.
I forgot to pick up that item at the grocery store.
Right.
I'm a
Corona
little
still got
toasted.
me working at home. Fuck this.
Wine o'clock.
Yeah, wine o'clock.
It's
I guess we
somewhere.
should mention it too. Justin's actually not on camera this week because he said he was really ugly and didn't want to show it.
God damn.
He said it, not me.
I'm having body dysmorphia issues.
Body
It's all right.
dysmorphia.
He here with us though.
Yeah, no. On a real note though, like we lost microphones, or I guess I should say I lost microphones. There are 3. What is it? Unaccounted for? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
So
Is
we
that
are
a word?
putting a $5 reward for those of you that can find those bitches.
I know Steve has 1, but other than that, we should have 3 more mics.
Blame Steve.
No, I gave it to him a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that I knew that one, but we should have 3 more, and they are not in this house.
You know who I blame?
Don't you dare say it. I know.
I'm gonna say it.
Who?
I'm gonna say
Who?
it. Harper.
Why do you think Harper did it?
Because look at her microphone.
Yeah. Oh,
She needed
man.
a new one. So she took 3.
We were gonna.
Because she's smart.
Yeah, we were gonna try to set Justin up with this mic, and it would have worked, but it's dead. It's not charged. But
And you know why it's dead?
because she's singing into it a lot.
Yeah. Who was?
Harper,
Exactly.
This is
See
her
whose
mic.
fault it was? Even you blamed your own child.
for this,
Jeez.
my child's not a thief, bruh.
Deep.
I didn't say she was.
You did.
No.
All he's saying is that she's a borrower, all right? That's all she's saying.
Well, no, I think I'm gonna try to find the cord to charge this, and we might have some fun with it next week.
I'd make Rush Limbaugh look like a bitch with that thing.
Yeah, you would, because it has an aux cord, like an aux port,
Yeah.
so we can plug it into the Rodecaster.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's got like the remix on it, so to have like mad echo if you want to sound like Lil Wayne.
Watch, it's
Does
gonna
that mean
be-
like we could use it if I go get one?
Yeah,
watch
All
it
right.
be the dopest mic?
I'm gonna
it's
bedazzle.
a pretty cool
I'm
mic.
gonna bedazzle the shit out of it.
It's a
It's
pretty
gonna say
cool mic.
Pimp on it.
Like those big ass cups.
Yeah.
Those little John cups. You know what I'm
Right,
talking about?
Right,
Oh my god, I used to have one of those.
We're just slowly becoming
Yeah.
way too over the top.
right.
I'm here for it.
Appreciate it.
Hey, just so you know, nobody can hear you.
Aw.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I heard him.
We can, yeah.
That's
but
fine.
I'm just saying.
Don't say nobody.
I'll try to turn him up when we
We're some.
edit
Yeah.
the post.
Can you turn yourself up real quick? Number 4.
Um,
Thank you.
I guess we should talk about it too because we haven't really dove into it. You
Okay, soldier
have been
boy.
getting
Go ahead.
real fucking sexy lately.
Thank you.
And I need to learn about that
All right.
because, like I said, it's with Kyle, right?
Yeah,
Perry.
yeah.
He does sponsor the show, so shout out Perry's Powerhouse.
Shout out. Holla.
But do you know how much weight you've lost in what, like
It's,
8 weeks or something?
So my official start was December 3rd. So
Oh, okay.
So roughly
Oh, I guess
3
it's
months,
been
like 3 months. Or
3.
so.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is I was like, I had been working out. So I was 225. I had been working out, and then I hit like a hardcore plateau, and then I
Right.
just lost all motivation to do it.
Right.
Anything. So I ended by myself. I got like 20-something pounds off, but it took me like forever. And so I got down to like 204, and I was like, I need to kick myself back up. So I made a Facebook post, and I was like, I'm going to get down to like 175 or like 170. And Kara Jennings actually like posted and commented, and she was like, look at Kyle Perry. I was like, all right. So at the time, he was running this deal where it was like $35. And I was like, I mean, I could spend $35 to see what's up.
Right.
Because I like looked at all of her certifications. Dude like hit me back same day. He's like, all right, let's do this. And I was like, all right.
I will say it's the longest ad we have because I don't have to, but I read all of his certifications.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like, I love saying a glute specialist.
Yeah, get your ass in check.
This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part.
And so I started off with like $35, and I gave it to him. He hit me back, and he's like, all right, here's what we're going to do. He's like, here are your macros. After I like answered all the information, he's like, you follow this to the T. He's like, you work out 6 days a week. Here's the thing. I was like, cool.
Right.
So I started doing that, and like the first month, see, this is where things get a little dicey because a lot of people comment on his, like when he posts my January 1st to January 17th, that like where it's like drastic in such a short amount of time. And how I have to explain to people, I was like, those results are real.
Right.
That's where I was at that point in time and this point in time. But I was working out 4 weeks before that. I started 4 weeks before.
It was already in process.
Yeah. It was already in process. And like he will tell you, like, give it 4 weeks.
Right.
Because like once you get that 4 week hit, then it just starts rolling. And that's what ended up happening. So like in this past 3 months, I went from 204 to I am now 178.
Damn.
Yeah. And like raw.
Right.
That's what's up.
Like my grandfather used to be like, don't hurt yourself, grandson. And like now I pick things up. He's like, he's got it.
Right.
You
Like,
ain't
I'll
gotta
pick
worry
up
about
a whole entry door by myself. And I'll be like, let's go. Where do you need it at?
Right.
He's like, up those steps. I'm like, I hate steps, but you got it.
Right.
But yeah, so it's very trying. Because with that, he sent me a message like January 1st because he uses the First Forms app, and First Form is like a whole separate company with a whole separate thing, and they were doing an 8-week challenge, and he's like, yo, I have all my clients. He's like, I think you have like a good chance of winning this because he says like the client makes the coach.
Right.
And he's always stood beside it because as long as you follow what he says, people see results.
Right.
But if you don't and you just like,
If you half-ass
You're not
it,
consistent with it.
if you're half-assed, you're not consistent, and like you're not following the meals that you say, and then you don't track anything, how's he supposed to do anything for you?
Right.
And like that's a struggle that anybody's gonna have.
Right.
But like, I think I have a leg up because Mariah and I are both with Kyle, and we keep each other accountable.
Right.
Like, yo, and Corey Spade is actually doing it too.
Oh, nice.
And Corey and I have been talking a lot, and we hold each other accountable. Like, and he at first, like, he was like, it was like the first week or two, and he's like, dude, I'm not seeing anything happening. I'm like, dude,
It's been a week.
I was
Like,
it's
chill.
been a week or two. He's like, I don't know, because he was doing keto, so he had lost a bunch of weight, but he like lost all of his muscle mass, because that's what keto does to you.
Right.
Because it just makes you lose like water weight and like
Right. It's not sustainable.
it's not sustainable.
It's really not.
Right.
And like I just learned that there was a such thing called as the keto flu. I was like, the fuck is that?
A keto flu.
The keto flu.
Is it from China?
No. No. So apparently, whenever you start the keto diet, there's like a week span where you feel sick and you get headaches and shit.
Can confirm. I've done keto a couple times.
And I was like, what the hell? Like,
Obviously,
the
it
keto.
didn't-
You
it
had the
didn't
keto
take.
flu.
It didn't
I'm like,
take.
all I'm saying is anything that like has an adverse effect like that to your body is probably not fucking good
No,
for you.
no, not at all.
And so we doing that, and now Corey's seeing results. He's like, dude, I'm getting strong. I was like, yeah, I told you.
Right.
I was like,
you gotta give it time.
You just gotta give it time, consistency.
Right.
And I was like, that's all it is. And it's not a lot of time. A lot of people are like, I just don't have time. I'm like, dude, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, went to the gym. Then I went to work right after work. Then I have 2 kids. Then I have to do college for 2 hours. Then I have to eat dinner. And spend a little bit of time with my wife, and then go to bed. Like
Right.
I have.
You just got to get yourself in a routine.
You just
And that's
exactly
the tough
what it
part. Like I mean, it all depends. Like if you and your significant other, if you guys can like have like the same schedule type, not like the same exact schedule, but always be on the same schedule. I think that helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
But like with me and Danielle, I think that's where it struggles at sometimes, is because her schedule is all over the place,
Right.
and that type of shit like sucks. So like
Right.
that can throw routines off
It
a
can.
lot. But like to your point, if you just have that routine set up, because some people can even in that type of situation,
Right.
like, but it's all about the routine. You just got to get yourself into it.
Yeah.
And to your point, like get used to it. It's the same as like looking for the results, like, waiting that 2 to 4 weeks to actually start seeing something. You got to do that same shit with your routine to start getting used to it, and like not be like, oh my God, this sucks. Or like, you're going to start seeing, like, okay, this is easy.
Yeah, I dealt like a lot of people are like, dude, you make it look easy. I'm like, dude, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the first 2, 3, 4 weeks is fucking brutal.
Right.
There,
As
like,
it should be, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
it hurts. Your body hurts. Like because of us being Americans, like basically everybody's addicted to food. Like it's just. Even me, I was just like, dude, I could go for this right now. I could get this. And one of the big things is, Perry says you can eat what you want, and you can,
right.
but you have to keep it within reason.
Right.
Like you can't be like, I'm gonna go smash this whole fucking pizza right.
That's my thing, man. Like I love going to the gym. I really enjoy it. But like the diet thing is like what's tough for me.
It's not even like a diet. Like, cause I got it down to like basically a science at this point because I've been doing it. Like I eat gummy worms and shit all the time. Like I fucking make this pizza made out of chicken. It's amazing.
Nice.
Dude, it was the coolest
right.
thing. I got the recipe for it. I was like, oh, this shit's about to bang.
Right.
And I like
Let me
threw
do
it all
this.
together. Like you just buy ground chicken, you put it like in the shape of a pizza, and then you cook it for a period of time. You take it out, you put all the toppings you want. Heads up, turkey pepperoni tastes exactly like regular pepperoni.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah,
know.
delicious. And there's some cheese, put it back in there, and come on, dude. That thing was bomb.
There you go.
I was like, they're like, you can eat great food,
Right.
that's healthy for you, dude. Like that pizza, like gave me like 90 protein. I was like,
Right.
yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask too. Like, so I don't really necessarily want to spend this whole time like talking about a sponsor, but like for like an hour or whatever. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like this is good stuff because does he like schedule your like what you do when you work out?
Yeah,
Or,
he comes
okay.
up with your workout plan. Like I've actually been through like 3 or 4 different plans that he's
Okay.
come up for me specifically. And then like when he really wanted to wreck my body, he's like, "This is the workout plan that I do." He just slaps that on the table. I'm like, "Well, fuck me, dude."
Right.
Dude, like there, I'm still on it on the one that he does. I spend 2 hours in the gym for my arms. I'm like, that's a long friggin' time.
Yeah.
Part of that is because I talk to people in the gym, but the
Right.
but the amount of exercises that I do,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's working. I can do
Right.
dips with a 60-pound weight strapped to my stomach, and I'm like just crushing it.
I don't think I've been able to do dips since
I
ninth
was gonna say,
grade.
dude,
Like,
I struggle to do dips, dude. Like
Dude.
single one.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I never thought that like guys come up to other guys in the gym and is like, dude, you're looking good, but until it happens to me, he's like, yo, I see you in here. I'm like, oh,
that's kind of
Yeah.
like,
neat.
A little bit on the creepy side.
yeah, I don't know if I'd like that.
Oh, no,
yeah.
it's
Leave me
cool.
alone, man. Like,
No, it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
and they ask like what I do, and I tell them, and like sometimes like at the YMCA, especially like that's really good when a YMCA trainer comes and is like, dude, I see you.
right.
And
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
cool if
that-
they're like
Yeah.
a trainer. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, especially when they're a trainer, they're like, yeah, dude, I see you. There's a guy that I always see in there. He just got his like professional like card for powerlifting,
Mhm.
and he's always in there like,
Nice.
giving me the nod. I'm like,
Nice.
See, like, that's cool, but I don't want anybody coming up to me and be like, hey, man, you look real nice. Like,
they
I'm
don't
not trying
say
to,
it like that.
I mean,
It could happen.
I had
yeah.
one guy kind of say
If
it like
it's
that.
me,
I was like,
they
oh,
would.
Mariah, come help me.
right. Well, yeah, she's definitely losing a lot of weight too, man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for making it this far in the video. We appreciate that. So go ahead and, since you've made it this far, make sure you also go ahead and check out that merchandise store. Anything that you buy $24.99 and up still gives you that free beanie, so make sure that you go ahead and get on there, limited time supply. Also, while you're watching this, make sure you hit that like button somewhere down there. Also, subscribe to this, and make sure you go ahead and tell a friend.
Yep. And while we're here, we did want to shout out our Patreon producers. These are the people that keep us going. Actually, Anthony is one of them.
Absolutely.
So, we got Taylor, Tom, Patty Lite, Barili, Steve Hardy, Joel, Sarah, Steve Bollinger, Anthony, Jeremiah, Nate, Tony, and the Teach a Dummy podcast.
I only caught 2 of those. I'm just joking.
Okay.
See?
Well, yeah, we appreciate you guys for being on the Patreon. We appreciate everybody for even listening and watching. And like Baker said, please subscribe and share and all that kind of stuff. It's the best way to get the episode out. And let's talk about some sponsors.
I'd like to take a moment to shout out Brubaker Photography. That's right, Brubaker Photography. You can find them on Facebook at facebook.com/BrubakerPhotography1. Do not forget that number 1. And make sure you hit them up. It's picture time. You know, weather is getting beautiful and a little bit wetter outside, you know, with the rain coming. But hey, don't let that ruin your day for a photo shoot. Also, when you catch that leprechaun at the end of the rainbow, who better yet to call than Brubaker Photography to get that photo op?
All right, guys, we want to shout out Perry's Powerhouse as well as our second Patreon sponsor. It is $35 a month for fitness and motivation coaching. I mean, you guys have heard Anthony talk about it already. It works. It's amazing. I've seen the transformation on him and his wife. And, I mean, what Kyle is doing is amazing. You get basically suggested food macros, 3 pages of meal ideas, monthly giveaways. You guys have heard my spiel about his qualifications, about an ISSA master trainer. I mean, he's got more qualifications than we can even fit into this ad. So definitely hit him up. All that information is below. perryspowerhouse.com or on Instagram, perrys.powerhouse. Hit him up. Let him know we sent you. Back to the action. You know, I'm really impressed with the weight and all that you guys have been losing. And in just a short amount of time, like, I really want to take him up on this, but like what you were saying, like, I pretty much don't have time, which I need to make time, right?
Yeah.
But basically the only time I have takes away from being with my daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, like, how much of that I want to give up. Like,
Right.
You know, like, it's just a fine line because I've been working like 11-hour days, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But that, and then I got to do like everything for the podcast, like all the editing and like stuff like that, which takes a lot longer than people think. And then I got to, you know, find time for friends and, you know, and my daughter. And then the weekends I have her all weekend, and then it all starts over. So I'm not saying I can't make time. Obviously, you can always make time, but it's just like I'm struggling to find where I would input it. You know what I mean?
One of the big things that I started off doing with, like, when I didn't have time, 30 minutes right before bed. Right before bed, like, you push out a couple of push-ups as much as you can do till exhaustion. You do as much sit-ups, much like just squats. And then, like, keep that routine going. Right. And then once you start that routine, you're like, okay, now how do I change it up and things like that.
And I just need to, like, I know you can eat, like, almost whatever you want, but, like, mine is not within reason. mine is all Red Bull and pop and fast food.
Yeah. Fast food work, like, sometimes
You can
on
make
the
it
run.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the run and I have to stop by. Yeah, a godsend has been Chipotle cauliflower rice.
Yeah. Cauliflower rice?
They have cauliflower rice.
Is that new?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can get double steak, everything that I want on there,
Right.
and have it at 535 calories.
Well, that's what I was doing when I was on keto was Chipotle, but just without the rice.
Oh yeah, they have cauliflower rice.
Okay. Nice.
Amazing.
I'm gonna have to
Like-
check
Nice.
that out.
And like, there's like a.
I'd say I'd try it, but I don't have to count those.
Right.
The what?
I said I don't have to
Asshole.
count my calories.
Oh
a
no!
little bit,
Like I
so,
also get it because it just tastes good.
yeah, fuck that.
It tastes
Yeah.
I'll
delicious.
take my regular rice.
You gotta try it at least once, dog. It's so good.
Well,
YOLO.
I mean, we talked about it before. This man's eating 3
you're
candy bars.
Yeah,
Don't
Before
and you're
the
kind
show.
of a picky eater too. Like
And he doesn't gain a pound.
I was like, I was telling Mariah the other day. I was
Listen
like,
to him. He
You got Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, and Starburst
Yeah.
on the floor
Hey,
right here.
Time out. Sour Patch Kids were given to me.
It doesn't
delicious.
matter.
Shout out again, Justin. Thank you for the Sour Patch Kids.
Too.
And I brought Skittles for backup just in case I made a mistake by buying sour Starburst.
Dude, I
That
wish
is
we
sour.
would. I wish we would have got that face on camera.
that.
that.
That was hilarious. I was like, is he okay?
Well, he,
You have an allergic reaction?
No, so I had the Starburst. I was like, all right, I downgraded to the regular size because I always get the damn king size,
everything's king size.
which I'm freaking sticking to from now on. So I come back and I grab a handful and I put them in my mouth, right, like I typically do with those ones. You know, I bite down on them, and all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit. And my mouth just kept watering. I'm like, I look at the package and I said, oh, sons of bitches are sour.
Right. And you just had 30 of them.
I did. I had like 6 or 7 of them. Like they were mini. They're obviously like the mini unwrapped Starburst. But I put like 6 or 7 of them in my mouth, dude. And they were all like the different colors, so different types of sour and shit. Dude, and like when I bit down, there was like almost like a stack of them, it seemed like. So when I bit down, it was like all 3 of them right down the fucking middle. And then I was like, oh, God.
It looked like we gave a baby a lemon.
Pretty-
that was
pretty
the
much.
face.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, it was it was not cool. It took me off guard. Like, they were good, don't get me wrong, but damn,
Right.
I did not know that.
That's crazy.
So pay attention whenever you're buying candy.
Yeah.
I don't think
Don't
many
get sour
people have that
mistakenly.
problem.
I don't know. I got excited. I was like, what? They really make a non-king size?
That's what you get excited about.
That's what?
And sometimes the little things in life. All right?
Oh my God.
You guys suck.
man.
Both of you that time.
See, and I don't even eat like I eat obviously fast food and stuff, like, which is terrible for you. But I don't
yeah, don't
eat,
judge.
I don't eat much like candy or junk food or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not much of
I'm a snacker.
Yeah, you definitely are.
I'm a snacker for sure.
You definitely are.
But I eat full course meals too. I smashed 2 tacos before I came here.
So, like,
Delish. Shout out to the wifey.
you know that, like, you're a health nut family when, like, your significant other is, like, hiding, like, certain, like, health foods from you. Dude, I was like, dude, I need to hit my fats and my proteins, and I don't know what to do about it. And Mariah was just, like, looking really hard at the, like, food cupboard, and I was like, what are you looking at?
Right.
She's like, nothing.
What did you do?
She's like, I was like, what are you looking at? And she pulls out, like, they're called Quest cookies.
I've heard of those.
Yeah. They're amazing. And, like, I was like, how long have you had these? She's like, dude.
Well, you see how there's only 2 left.
she's like,
no.
she's like, I like eating sweet stuff. Right. Because me, like, I have the mental fortitude that even if I want something, I can just be like, nah.
Right.
But she doesn't. So she, like, gets, like, things to, like, supplement her urges. And, like, these Quest cookies are it. Because I was like, let me get one of them bitches.
That's awesome.
And they're delicious.
I've heard
Nice.
They're like, I was like, how long have you been buying these? And she's like, for a while now. And, like,
she's just hid them from you for like 3 months.
and I
That's
was like,
insane.
okay, so how much do they cost? And she's like, $2 a package. I was like, what?
For like an individual
Like
pick?
a single cookie.
Yeah.
One cookie.
Yeah,
Usually a package comes with like 2 or 3.
It's like this. It's like it has 15 proteins. It has like so many fat, but they're good. And I was just like, how much money have you just been dumping into your habit?
Right.
Jeez.
I mean, it is what it is.
As good as it is.
Shout out to her though, because I think you said Wednesday, right? The day this comes out is her birthday.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to
Happy
Nunny.
birthday,
Happy
babe.
birthday.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw her. I think like one of her birthday parties, maybe.
No, it would have been like,
because I don't think I've seen her like since we went on that trip.
No,
which would have been like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like how time flies is crazy.
Dude, it's wild.
She came into StarTech sometimes when I was in HR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw her like
she
once.
would come see
that was like 3 years ago.
Ian
Though.
and Mally all the time. That's what she would do.
Oh, I forgot about Mally. Yeah. Man, I miss her.
Well, I just saw Mally not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah. So like Janine and Mally are best friends, and like Janine and Corey had this like barbecue. So Dougie was there.
Oh, nice.
Mally was there. Like a bunch of like the cool people from StarTech were
Nice,
there. I'm like,
right.
yeah, this is nice.
Right.
Big
I-
Dougie.
Well, that's the cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's the thing. Like, there's probably a total of like 10 to 15 people I really fucked with at StarTech, and everybody else could like just suck a nut, you know. And that's a bad mentality when you're in management. Like,
yeah. But it's
I'm
true,
tired of these goddamn.
dude,
Hey, don't get me
I
started.
I don't even know what conversations we had between each other.
My favorite, well, my least favorite person. Remember Bracco? Mike
Vaguely.
Bracco.
Oh, way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Right.
I
yeah.
had like hate for him, like real hate. And he was like, I was in like third shift. I was the third shift manager, and I just anything I said to him just went one ear out the other. He didn't care, and I
Right.
didn't know what to do about it. And because I was 19 at the time,
Right.
so I was just like, I hate him.
Right.
like I
so
have
frustrating.
real hate for
Right.
a person that I literally don't see out of
Right. Dude, I can just imagine the conversations we had, like either when you were in leadership or when I was in leadership or, you know, whatever, like even with you too,
Yeah.
like we would just go behind that wall right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And we would just bitch about everybody.
Like it was a soundproof wall or something.
Yeah,
Like,
there's agents like 7 feet
the
away.
same agent is like right there.
Right.
just
we're
like,
just in a
fuck
freaking
you.
extended cubicle. Like,
Right.
Okay.
Dude, it was I mean, I hate to say this, but it was fun.
It was
Oh,
fun.
dude,
I
it
mean,
was
dude, it
fun,
was
great.
great times there. Great times.
No, like,
I caught a gardener snake there.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
I've done the same thing. We did the same thing at my new freaking school specialty. We caught a damn gardener snake inside.
Oh yeah.
I said, what the
My
hell?
favorite thing about StarTech was like when I got sat down. That was the best conversation I've ever
Yep.
had. Because first of all, the reason
Dude, you got to listen to the reason though.
Explain getting sat down.
I got demoted.
Yep.
So I wasn't the smartest person, and like,
He couldn't even get the saying right. I love it.
yeah.
You can leave it at that.
No, it wasn't that I wasn't smart. I didn't have any common sense because, first of all, on you guys, who promotes a 19-year-old to manager?
Right.
Anyways, like, so
Fuck you.
so fuck you. And then who promotes first of all, a 19-year-old to a management position, and then third shift, and then you still have like 20 people under you that are all older than you.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, that
And by
was
the way, there's no upper management on third shift.
yeah, there's no upper management
whatsoever.
Yeah, I was like,
Zero.
dude, I was destined to fail before I even got out of the gate.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
Right.
but it was fine. I went out like a G.
You can say that.
I gave it a go.
Because like I had got all my coachings done. I was bored out of my mind being third shift because I was also like dumb and didn't whatever. But
There's enough work to fill up your time, but also if you didn't want to, you
could
just didn't
also
do
be
anything.
so I was like, whatever. I don't get paid enough to like keep thinking about stuff. So this is the mindset I had. And the crazy part is, I was salty up until about like 4 years ago about getting sat down, and then I looked back and I was like, I deserved that.
Right.
But
dude, you did complain about it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean,
but
it is
I'm
for
here-
a dumb
I'm here
reason.
for you
though.
to
it was
vent,
it was a dumb
but
it was a dumb reason. I'll give it that, because like after I got sat down for the reason I'm about to say, and everybody's gonna be like, this guy's retarded. But
you can't say that word anymore. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
we gotta
cool.
bleep.
I don't care.
But like an upper manager like did basically the same thing that I did, and I'm like, who's gonna hold him accountable? And then that was what like created my soapbox.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, who's gonna hold? Like I lost my mind for a minute, but like I'm over it, and now I think about it. I was like, dude, I sucked. Anyways. And I didn't suck in the sense that I was like bad at managing my people, except for Brocco, who I just talked about. But like we
Shout
had
out
the,
Brocco
we had
if you're
the
watching.
yeah, shout out. We had the best scores. The overnight team had the best scores, and I had the best scores even before I went overnight. So I was good, but I was just like not mature.
So I want to say, as far as the best scores, obviously the third shift people had the best scores because you had to be in the top of the stack rank to get that.
I also said before.
Well, okay, but there were some managers that like just got the third shift team and was like, I'm the shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like,
No.
no, you're not.
No, you're not. Third shift is the shit.
Yeah, third shift is the shit. So no, it was before that because Brandy, Chucky, and I had a team, and like that's what started the whole thing about me failing, is because like she was like my support, and then like she was above me, but like she kept me like straight.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she got promoted to a trainer and left me alone, and I was like the only one without a buddy, and I was like, well, I'm screwed.
Right.
But
I'm going
anyways,
solo.
So it was the middle of the night, and I was like at my computer, and you remember Wes, the janitor dude?
Oh yeah.
He was collecting all the trash, and like he was collecting the trash in this big long bin, and I was like, for some reason, I don't know what compelled me. I was like, I can jump that.
Oh my god.
Dude, this thing is probably this tall. Like this tall, and probably like from Baker's shoulder to like here.
Yeah.
Or close to it. Like
Yeah.
it's not small.
No, it was small. Crazy part is I almost made it. I did, because I was in track. I was 19, so I was fresh out of high school. So I was still athletic. I had my athletic body, and I was like, I can fucking do this. Now, what I didn't do was tie my shoes before I took off on the lawn.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake.
Like not checking for rocks.
So I back up, and I'm like, to my team, my whole team's watching me, and they're like egging me on. They're like,
Right.
do it. And I'm like, yeah. Dude, I went flying, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to make it. Well, like, my shoes were loose, and I went to jump over the motherfucker, and, dude, I tipped, like, the back foot.
Yeah.
And, like, that and the momentum, I slammed into the ground, dude. Like, I scorpioned. Like, my face just hit the ground, slid across, and then, like, my legs came to a rest. And everybody is dying.
Did Wes know you were gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
totally knew I was going to do it. He's
Okay.
like, and you know what? Wes is, like, one of those people that are just the voice of reason. He's like, I don't think you should do that. I'm like,
Right.
shut up, Wes.
And he's like, okay.
He's
like,
like, all
whatever.
right.
All right.
It's your job, not mine.
Yeah. So I like Scorpion, and like everybody's laughing, and I'm laughing because I thought it was hilarious.
Right.
So I get up. I'm like, I'm okay. No harm, no foul, right?
Right.
Dude, a couple days roll by, and then Jersey's like, Anthony, can you come with me?
God
we
damn.
gotta
Jersey.
talk to you, Anthony.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta talk to you. And I was like,
Right.
because I knew it was coming. And like, he takes me in. David Green was in there. First of all, he didn't even tell David Green what was happening. So David had no idea
He's
that
just
I was
sitting there
about to
like
get sat down. And so like, David Green's eyes are just huge when he just hears the words come out of my mouth. And he's like, you know what being a leader is like, right? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I feel like I know where this is going.
Right.
And he's like,
yeah.
Dude,
I didn't know David Green was a pastor or preacher or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah,
he is.
preacher.
Actually, I lived right across the street from David Green.
Yeah.
He just sold his house.
Oh, okay.
So there's a. I actually haven't seen the new neighbors, so I have no idea. Like,
Dude, like my first, I think my first week or first 2 weeks, I was on his team at StarTech, and like we'd have like fun conversations like we do, and then people are like, "Hey, you know he's a preacher, right?" And I was like, "That guy."
That guy,
I was like,
yeah.
"There's no way."
Yeah.
Like the conversations we just had, there's no way.
He's dope.
And
dude.
he was.
Did
Yeah.
not like Jersey at all.
I know.
Dude, my favorite thing that ever happened with David Green, like besides him being in my sit down conversation, because that was hilarious. Because I knew I was going down, so I was like, all right, I'm going to say it anyways. I was like, all right, Jersey, let me ask you this question. I was like, if I would have made the jump, would we still be having the same
Right.
conversation? And like it just went silent, and Jersey was like, "Get out." I was like, "Okay."
If the tables were turned.
Yeah, but no, everybody was drinking coffee because for a short period of time we were able to have an espresso machine in the front 40, and he goes, Jersey, do you want any coffee? And he's like, Jersey just ignored David, and he's like, you want cream in your cup? Do you want coffee in your cup? Do you want me to piss in your cup?
That's awesome.
I was like, you're a bastard.
That's
Can
awesome.
you even say that?
That's awesome.
Oh man,
Dude, I had so many fun times there. Like at one point, Jake West, me, and Jake Wathog were all managers or supervisors.
Oh my god, that was nuts.
That was amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. That was amazing.
Yeah, dude,
Run it.
Jake was the coolest dude because he was my agent, and then I got sat down, and he got promoted, and I became his agent, and like we sat down, and he's like, "This is really awkward."
Right.
Like, and I was like, "I don't care, dude. I still
Right.
get paid the same.
Right.
I literally got no raise, so
it's
like,
all right. It is what it is.
And,
That shit's funny.
But dude, he was funny all the time.
Dude, he was, man. Are you talking about Wathog, I'm
Yeah.
assuming? I almost moved to New York with him when he moved back.
I remember
was
that.
So
I remember
close.
that.
I was so close, and I forget why, but I just couldn't. But he decided to move in like a week period. Like
Yeah.
there was no
no rhyme. He was
Yeah.
just like, it's time.
right,
Yeah,
and it was
I'm
right
going.
around Christmas, and I was like, man, I'll meet you out there in like 3 months or whatever, and it just like never
Man.
worked out.
Cool.
But
He still
yeah,
comes around every once in
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
And like I'll catch the post that he's in town like before I can even say anything. I'm like, this motherfucker.
right.
Yeah.
Dude, he's awesome. He's one of my. I mean, still to this day, we probably haven't talked for a year or
Yeah.
two, but I consider him one of my close friends. Man.
Oh, dude, he's one of my favorite people.
We hung out literally every day
Yeah.
for a long
Nice.
time. Yeah, dude, it was wild. Like I was his agent too at one point, and I forget what I did, but this was my only write up ever. And
And he had to give it to you.
oh, it was and it was because like I was just having a shitty day. I don't even remember what it was about, but this lady or this dude called in trying to like get me to tell him like the activity on this phone.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, you're obviously being a creep like about your girl or this girl that you're creeping on or whatever. And I just didn't give him any info.
Yeah.
And like just shut him down like the whole time. I was like, no.
Not happening.
What? No, I don't see anything. No, and just like did my job terribly
Yeah.
for that call. But he's like, like you can't do that. You just, but like, so he told me, he's like, hey, you remember this call? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, dude. And I was like, I know. And he's like, it'll be in your portal. And I was like, all right.
Let's just go ahead and confirm
the
it.
cleanest write up ever.
Yep, that was the
Yeah.
only write up I ever got was, dude.
Yeah.
It was the best, man. It was the best.
I think mine from Karen was what the hell.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go.
That was a good.
There you go. There you go. You were a manager there for. I keep saying manager, supervisor, whatever.
Yeah,
doesn't
supervisor, whatever.
Uh,
Dude, I was
for like 7 years or some shit.
For a minute, yeah, at least over 5. Because I sat myself down a couple of times, and then I was like a step under supervisor,
Like
like the lead and shit.
Yeah.
And then sat myself down again, and then and then went to fucking HR as a recruiter. So I was there for a year and a half, almost 2 years in recruiting.
They gave you that job.
Dude.
Fuck yeah, they did.
When
I didn't even apply for that shit, dude. No, I literally sat myself down, and I was in ASCS, like with Adam and them, because I was like, dude, fuck this. Like, I don't want to be a soup anymore. Like, it's stressful as shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I couldn't manage like anything with my personal life. Like, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So I sat myself down, and I don't know. It was shortly after I sat myself down.
It was within like 6 months or so.
Yeah, I came back from vacation, I think, and as soon as I sat down, they were like, "Hey, are you Ryan Baker?" And I was like, "Yeah." And Eve, this girl I've never seen before, ever in my entire life there working, was just walking me down to HR. Like, didn't tell me where I was going, didn't tell me who she was, didn't tell me any of this stuff. And we get in there, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
What did I do?
Yeah.
That was always our question. Like, no matter what.
Oh, yeah, because we all did shady stuff on those computers. Like, we're just like,
What do you know that I did?
Yeah. But especially, like when people you didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, like, there would be clients and shit that would walk in. So, like, you know, sometimes there'd be people, and you're like, oh, who's that, or whatever. But when they come grab you, fuck that. You're like, what happened? Damn. So we're walking and everything, and they're like, what do you know about recruiting? And I go, nothing.
0.
Yeah, and they started telling me about it, and yeah, like they literally, like I did not apply for anything. They like pulled my name or recommendations and shit like that, like, and took me into an HR for.
I think they made you do like an application just to make it look official.
Yeah.
But it was yours.
Yeah, I was like, shit, all right, dope.
That's crazy, man. Dude, I had so many fun times there.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. When Tom Luther himself pushed me down on the football field.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a sack of rocks. I was just like,
dude,
like,
that shit got crazy. Like, dude, that shit.
Yeah, you
were you
can.
there? Were you there when Doug broke his shoulder?
Yeah, dude. I was like, everybody got
Squad
massacred.
got called and everything, dude. Squad got called to a lot of our events. So, like, there was a lot
pent up
of
rage for people at Star
There was
Tech.
a lot of events. Like, there was people. I remember when we'd get together at like Marshall Park and shit, dude, and like played volleyball. Like, people would be coming down with like scars and stuff like that from the sand, or like just shit that we were doing. I'm like, damn, like we are brutal people.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
dude.
everybody had like pent up rage just from working there.
Oh,
Like, we got to get this out.
We were playing flag, and I remember Don Barnhart like dove for a catch. It wasn't even worth it. Like, there was just so much gravel. It just, and he just went across like that. I was like, you didn't even catch the ball, dog. Like, you did, why?
Yeah, but it looked
good.
cool. Yeah.
I was like, no, it didn't. It looked painful.
Right.
Like,
Nobody likes to see a ginger flying through the air. Like,
he just like.
I do.
right.
is
That's
the-
your people.
It is the fact that
Right.
he just stayed on the ground for a few seconds afterwards, like he was
Just like,
rethinking his life. Yeah.
Oh man,
Why did I do that?
that shit
I
got
love
brutal.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
then, and again, like, you know, squad getting called at a flag football team, like game, like
For
no.
work.
Yeah, for a work flag football. Like, come on now, like, damn.
I'm like, nobody at Star Tech was like pro athletes either.
Like-
That's the craziest
Not
part.
even close.
What does the winner
Not even
get?
close.
Not shit.
Yeah.
What does the loser get? The same damn thing.
I don't know how many athletes there are that work at a call center. So.
No,
And
There
it
was that
showed.
there was that one kid, the 1 year we played flag football. Dude, he had some like, dude had like an engine attached to him. or
I don't
something.
even think
Yeah.
he was part. I don't even think he was part of Star Tech. I
No,
think he
he
was
was.
a buddy's
He was.
friend.
Came off the
No,
street.
He
Yeah.
was a part of Star Tech. Like, he literally worked at Star Tech for a week. He got invited to play, demolished everybody,
And then quit.
And then quit.
That's awesome. That's how you make.
I joined Star Tech for the flag football team.
That's
What
how you
up?
make an impact.
Putting that shit on my application.
And we're talking about it years later.
Dude, like, the dude
Right.
was like Roadrunner. He was killing it. I was like,
That's funny.
That's
no one
awesome.
can keep up with that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There are definitely some dope times, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we appreciate you coming, man.
Absolutely.
This was awesome. I mean, I feel like we could go for another hour if we wanted to.
It's
but
Right.
already been an hour.
It has
That's
been an
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, time flies.
Yeah.
I do want to mention too. We do have that karaoke thing coming up.
Absolutely. Didn't we do? Should we let them give them in on the other song that's locked in?
Yeah. So we got "Come Sail Away" that we're gonna
By the
karaoke.
Styx?
Yes. I think it's just Sticks, not the Sticks. Come on.
Sticks.
I Want It That Way.
Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
The Backstreet Boys.
There you go. Come on, man.
Fuck you.
Whoa. Aggressive. And then we got
It's that built up rage.
we got "What's My Age Again."
Blink 182.
You sure it's not the Blink 182? The fuck
Wink
was that?
Oh, that was Blink 182.
I thought you just had a seizure. Like,
You all right there, bud?
Dead fish.
there's one person in this room that has seizures, and I didn't think it was you.
I had a
It's
seizure
not-
one time, and that was recently, actually.
Really?
No shit.
Yeah, I was
Oh, shit.
at Lowe's, and for some reason I thought like drinking like 500 Nazas and everything.
Oh, yeah.
was gonna be great. And we were walking through Lowe's.
Great
and,
example, asshole.
And like, yeah, I started being like,
I'll take
I
a drink
felt
to that.
weird, and I thought like it was a blood pressure drop. And then my grandfather turns around because I was behind him, and he's like, "Are you all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be." And then I just fell to the ground, and I just started seizing, and he's like, "No!"
Hey, holy shit.
And it's never happened again.
Damn. That's
That's
And, like,
good. That's crazy.
I was like, I think I need to go to the hospital. And like my grandfather's the man's man, and he's like, I think you're all right.
damn. Damn.
I don't know what happened. That was crazy.
Right.
But the last song that we have locked in is Mambo Number 5.
by
Lou Bega.
Thank you. I couldn't
The
say
Lou
it.
Bega.
Lou Bega.
The one and only Lou Bega.
Lou Bega. I couldn't think of it.
I'm actually surprised that nobody's mentioned like anything rap related because that's what
I know,
we listen
and that's
to.
the only shit that we listen to.
Yeah, so we're probably going to record this, I would say, within the next week. We got to get it out soon. We've talked about it for a
Yes.
couple weeks now. But yeah, this is like the last time to throw out suggestions.
Yep.
Common songs that we would know, that most people know. For some reason,
I'm in love with a stripper.
Remember the name, Fort Minor.
that's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Okay.
I want
lock
that
that
to be
in.
my vote.
Okay, we
That's
can do
in
that
there.
one. We can do that one.
That was
I was
my
thinking
that was my fucking pump up song, dude,
Yep.
for soccer.
Yep.
Like I used to get hyped to that shit.
I was thinking "Yeah" by Usher for some reason.
Yeah.
Because that's old school.
I mean, we could vote,
and
right?
Everybody knows. I mean, there's no vote. There's just suggestions. And we're going to do like probably
What we
5 or
want.
6 of them. I don't know.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Oh shit.
That'd be great.
What, peanut butter jelly? What?
Peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah, but it's not that. What is the one that's like inside peanut butter, outside jelly?
Oh God, what is it? Inside peanut butter.
Outside jelly. Yeah, I don't even remember. This
That's
some-
all I remember right now. Oh my
Th-
God.
This is some shit from like 05.
Do a
maybe?
DMX song
Oh god.
and just bark the whole time.
Yeah, but we. That's pretty good. That's
yeah,
pretty
that
good.
is pretty good.
But yeah, we're about to have a lot of fun with this. Like I said, guys, please send us suggestions. Let us know what you want to listen to. We're gonna pick a couple more on top of this. So
X gonna give it to you.
yes, maybe some exhibit or something like that in
Yeah.
there.
Pimp my ride.
Yep. But
Gang,
yes,
gang.
send us those suggestions. It's gonna be super fun. That'll come out within the next week or so.
Ain't nothing but a G thing.
And that's going to be on the Patreon, the $5 tier or higher. So definitely
Yes.
sign up if you want to see that.
Get it.
But yeah, man, thank you for coming.
Appreciate it, man.
You're obviously
Thanks for
welcome
inviting
back
me.
anytime. And have a good night.
Until next week.
Peace.
Hey.